Still on matters politics, in your own opinion, who will be the fifth president of Kenya? Will it be Raila Odinga, William Ruto, or one member of the One Kenya Alliance movement? Namukona Samuel, who is a political reporter today, dives into the politics of numbers, famously known as the tyranny of numbers, to try and understand who stands a higher chance in winning the 2022 presidential seat. Take a seat and listen to the political puzzle.
You know, so far, if you were to have an election today, the only candidate that we know for sure is William Ruto.
The clamor for kingpins, tribal spokesman is not new.
Hustler is cutting across. Hustler is one narrative that don't look at tribes. Look at your economic situations.
Kalonzo, Mudavadi, and Gideon Moi, they are going to be deputy president and deputy prime ministers.
I still believe that Uhuru Kenyatta would endorse Raila Odinga as the presidential candidate.
With the race against trying to woo voters to support presidential candidates and parties ahead of 2022 general elections, the silence in backdoor politics is loud enough to tell that politicians are now planning how they will bounce back after the restrictions against political rallies to contain the deadly virus.
At this point, the strength of the alliances that you actually form before the elections, the strength of the, let's say, regional leaders that you bring to the table, that's what's going to sail you through.
People are talking about a two-horse race. Actually, I would wish to have a three-horse race so that we can interrogate issues, we can interrogate policies, and not just follow euphoria.
There are a number of alliances already taking shape. The One Kenya Alliance. It consists of 4 political parties, Wiper, led by Kalonzo Musyoka, with the lead role to secure the Eastern Kamba votes.
Right now, the only one we know who's vying is deputy president. Because the one alliance, they have no flag bearer.
Ford Kenya and ANC, led by Moses Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi respectively, with the target of bucketing the Luhya votes into one casket. Lastly, KANU, led by Gideon Moi, meant to secure the Rift Valley. But will they manage to clinch the top seat without Nyanza votes?
You know, I call it the old KANU boys, because that's what it is, because they were all once members of KANU. You know, at this point, I wouldn't really say they don't stand a chance.
Obviously, third horse has to come from the One Alliance, you know? And courtesy of the BBI that we are seeing being taken down our throats like Marilla Coin, they need one more person to form a group of 5. Because from then you get a president, deputy president, prime minister, and 2 premiers.
On the other hand is the Hustler movement. With William Ruto having declared to run for the top seat come 2022, does he stand a chance to be the 5th president of Kenya?
2 mistakes William did. Underestimating the resolve of Uhuru Kenyatta and leading the wrong signs from Mount Kenya region.
So I see from the look of things, Ruto appears to be ahead of Raila in as far as Mount Kenya vote is concerned.
With the support that William Ruto claims to have, a backing from the Rift Valley, part of Mount Kenya, some from the coast region, and Western Kenya, will he be able to topple Raila Odinga and the One Kenya Alliance?
If we were to conduct elections today, he probably would win those elections. He is the front runner. Normally what happens when you're the front runner is that people run to you, you know? People who understand that, you know, okay, I might not necessarily win the presidential election, but I have a chance to be a deputy, I have a chance to bring my region to support a winning candidate. Those people would run to you.
You know, so far if you were to have an election today, the only candidate that we know for sure is William Ruto. That's the only candidate we know who's running. Raila hasn't confirmed. And you remember ODM said that he hasn't tendered his application.
The Mutahi Ngunyi's phrase of tyranny of numbers will and may play a big part in the 2022 campaigns. In the politics of the Lake region, Raila Amolo Odinga has his eyes on the top seat.
We are soon going to see what ODM brings forward. It's like closing one eye and you already know from ODM obviously, if the premier doesn't run, then it's interesting to see who he's going to endorse, which is hard. But I can tell you, take it to the bank. I'm sure he's going to buy.
For the past few months, Raila has been getting overwhelming support from the mountain, but analysts warn Odinga is losing ground in the coast region as well as the western part of Kenya.
And actually, Baba is going to be the president of the Republic of Kenya in 2022. Uhuru is going to be the prime minister. Kalonzo, Mudavadi, and Gideon Moi, they are going to be deputy president and deputy prime ministers.
Should an alliance of Raila Odinga and William Ruto suffice, as earlier speculated, how fruitful can it get?
If Raila Odinga and William Ruto come together in a pre-election alliance, we are done. We are done by 8:15 a.m.
When you go for vote hunting, you look at where is it that is richest so that you can do a good harvest, and then you add in the other smaller harvests.
They say politics is a game of numbers. Now, let's wait and see who is the best mathematician. Namukana Samuel, Switch TV, Political Puzzle.